There's one. Got him. Right at the end of my drift. That was about 80 feet of water. Nice walleye. Awesome. First one of the day on a blade bait. Alright, so there's the blade bait and there's the walleye. One of my all-time favorite lures for walleye fishing. If you're a lousy walleye jigger, or just a walleye angler in general, then blade baits are a pretty good choice for you. Alright, I marked that spot so I can come back, try again. So today I'm blade baiting for Columbia River walleye, and anywhere from 60 to 100 feet. That's one of the reasons I really like blade baits, is you can find them in a wide variety of weights. So this is a 1 ounce blade bait. Typically if I'm fishing this deep, I'm going to be staying in that 3/4 ounce to 1 ounce blade bait weight. If I'm anywhere from 30 to 50 foot of water, I'm going to step down to, either 5/8 or 1/2 ounce. And then shallower than that, I can usually get away with a 1/4 ounce or 3/8. I'm going to try and repeat that same drift. I have to keep my nose pointed up into the wind. And then just try and keep the line underneath the boat as best I can today. There, it's on the ground. And one of the things, when I'm fishing this deep, is bringing my gear up and checking it and then dropping it back down takes a long time. That might have been a bite there. And when I fish other things like plastics or worms or even jigging spoons, there it is. They can get tangled up, and you can't detect that when you're fishing that deep. But with a blade bait, you feel the vibration of the lure working. And so in this way, I always know I'm confidently fishing, and if I feel that vibration go away, well, then I know that I need to bring up my gear and check it. But these blade baits, they really do put out a lot of thump, and you can detect that. I'm running an 8-pound braid here with an 8-pound fluorocarbon leader, and I can feel that even all the way down there at 97 feet. All right, number 2 in the boat. So unlike jigging plastics or night crawlers on the bottom, when I'm just thumping those things lightly and I feel just the tiniest tap when they're biting, blade baiting is not subtle. It is the opposite. It is a very aggressive jig. I'm going to be pulling up 3 to 5 foot on the rod tip with each jigging motion. So this is very aggressive form of fishing, and you will not miss the bite because you will just go to upswing like this and there will be a fish there. It's sometimes, if I'm really lucky and it's calmer, I can feel that bite as it falls. I'll just feel the thump as they hit it as it comes back down to the bottom, but not always. But definitely when I lift up, you'll just feel tension there and the fish will just be there. Like that. Just like that. There we go, right in the nose. I generally get them right in the nose, and then sometimes like right under the chin. They come up and swipe and miss at it. That's fish number 3. Not too bad. Nice eaters. There it is. See that line go slack? He picked it up on the drop. And I didn't do a very good hook set there, but because these blade baits have 2 sets of treble hooks, your odds of getting them, even when you miss the bite like I did there, are still pretty good. Right in the mouth. got the head, took it in head first. Very nice. There you go. You can see that blade bait right in the mouth. Launched it. Well, that's 4 fish on 5 drifts. It's not too bad. Wow, is it windy. It's gonna start white capping here soon. Now blade baits come in a bunch of different colors and patterns, so you can match the hatch if you think that matters where you're at in your lakes. I find I do pretty darn well on pretty much just the basic silver or brass malls with just a little bit of green or chartreuse tape on them. But I have some painted ones too that there are times, especially when the whitefish are spawning, that they seem to like the whiter blade baits. And then on some of the lakes I fish nearby, their diet is mostly yellow perch, and I have some perch pattern ones that are painted and metallic. Bite, 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 then no bite. That's how it goes with walleye. There's like these bite windows. They last anywhere from 30 minutes to an hour. And it's just like, as soon as you get your stuff down there, you got fish on, and then all of a sudden it'll go quiet for 30, 40 minutes, an hour. Don't know how much longer I can stay out of this. It's starting to white cap now. So we're getting sustained winds above 10, 12 miles an hour. You know it's bad when the wind is blowing with the current and you're getting white caps. It's blowing against it, it's fine. You get white caps at low speeds, low wind speeds, but it has to be really cranking when it's blowing with the current and white capping. We'll see if we can make this work. One more drift here and might have to call it for the day. Whew. It is. There it is. Got him. Nice. Now, when you're bringing these guys up, just steady pressure. Don't pump and reel. I see a lot of walleye anglers pump and reel. They lose a lot of fish. So a lot of times, because they're swiping at this, you may only have just one, just right on the tip of the lip. And with pump and reel, you usually lose more. This wind is crazy. Just blowing me like mad. There we go. Got him. See, he came off. Then that was a good example of that. Once he bounced in that net, he was off. Trebles are nice for hooking fish, but it can be a pain to get out of a net. I love these big ugly stick scissors. They're just so good at cutting gills. You can just slide it up in there. Chop, chop. Getting a workout today. Fighting wind, fighting current. Normally I try and keep my line as vertical as I can, but today it's just not possible. Just doing the best I can. It's way more critical when you're fishing jigs. You just have that single hook you need to pull straight up instead of pull it out of their mouth. But 2 trebles down there, you got a little bit more wiggle room in terms of being on target. That's one of the reasons I really like blade baits, is you can find them in a wide variety of weights. So this is a 1 ounce blade bait. Typically if I'm fishing this deep, I'm going to be staying in that 3/4 ounce to 1 ounce blade bait weight. If I'm anywhere from 30 to 50 foot of water, I'm going to step down to, you know, either 5/8 or 1/2 ounce. And then shallower than that, I can usually get away with a 1/4 ounce or 3/8. I think I'm going to have to make this one my last drift. It's just getting untenable out here. Half the river's already white capping. Really struggling. I'm missing bites because I can't keep the line straight up down. I mean, it's just getting paid out way out in front of me or underneath me or sideways. Just can't stay with it. What the heck is going on? This wind is just pushing me all over random. Yeah, I got way off course there. There he is. That's good, because I got tired of fighting the wind. I'm about ready to call it. Let's make this one my last one of the day. Steady pressure keeps them on the hook. He's a jump. Oh no, there he goes. See you later. It worked. The jump worked. I'll put links to some of my favorite blade baits in the description below. If you have any questions, just hit me up and I'll see you next time. Just remember, fish smarter, not harder. Bye guys.